getting on the microphone? Okay, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for joining us. So we're going to start with a comment from the head coach, and then from Robert, just overall thoughts on the game, and then we'll open it up to questions from the media. So we can start with the coach, please.
사실 오늘 초반에 좀 점수차가 많이 나서 좀 어느 정도 좀 쉽게 갈 거라고 생각했는데 역시 좋은 팀이고 TNT 팀이 끝까지 집중력 발휘해서 따라올 수 있었던 것 같고요. 하여튼 저희 팀도 끝까지 집중력 잊지 않고 끝까지 한 게 승리할 수 있던 요인이 아닌가 그렇게 생각하고 있습니다.
We had an early lead, but maybe our team got a little bit too comfortable. And obviously TNT is a good team, so TNT fought that. In the second half, we didn't lose focus, and we keep our close. That's why I think that we could secure our win tonight.
I think we just played together as a team. Coach staff did well, very well as well. Kept fighting. Lost a little focus. We started really great. Coach said regain focus and finish out the game.
Thank you, guys. Can I have questions, please? JP?
Yeah, this is Jamil's first game with you guys. Your thoughts about how his performance and what can he bring to the table for Anyang?
그 외곽 득점력이 좀 뛰어난 선수고요. 이제 전에 필리핀에서 했던 경기도 봤었고 로버트 카터 선수하고 같이 뛰면 더 시너지 효과가 좀 활발한 경기가 되지 않을까 생각해서 영입을 하게 됐고 지금 물론 몸이 한 일주일 정도 쉬었기 때문에 몸이 완전히 만들어진 상태는 아닌 것 같은데요. 한국 들어가서 천천히 몸을 만들어서 좀 더 저희 팀하고 어울릴 수 있도록 노력해 보겠습니다. 능력 워낙 좋은 선수 같습니다.
So he saw some games from when he played in the Philippines. He thinks that he's a great outside scorer, and if he played with Robert, they could build a chemistry together, and he thinks that they could play better with each other. So he's a little bit out of shape because he had a one week break. He's gonna come to Korea and gather himself, and he's gonna with more exercise, he thinks that he's gonna play better. He's a terrific guy, so he knows that he's gonna play better at the right moment.
Next question, Ivan.
Question for Coach Astro. So since Gabriel came in, somehow he was familiar with the brand of basketball. So what did he tell you about TNT's team and that helped you take this win?
네, 솔직히 그 TNT에 대한 정보를 얻지는 않았습니다. 원래 그 저희 전력 분석팀이 전력 분석을 했었고, 그리고 이제 필리핀 리그에 대해서 어떤 그 리그고 어떤 스타일이고에 대해서는 물어봤지만 그 개개인에 대해서는 본인이 잘 알고 있어서 제가 뭐 그렇게 구체적으로 물어보진 않습니다. 저희 전력 분석팀이 분석을 했고요. 네.
As for those kind of questions, he asked like general question, how's the Philippine League and how does the Philippine League play? But because we had our own video coordinator and video analysis, so we try to utilize those kind of video analysts. So for Jamil, he didn't really ask like specific questions about the TNT Tropang game.
Next question.
Coach. Hello, Coach and Robert. As we know, Ren sat out tonight because of injury, but I'm sure his presence in the Philippines is something that many people have been waiting for. And was there anything that he was able to tell the team, impart to the players about whether it's the basketball culture here, the fans, and what to expect?
예, 사실 속으로는 필리핀 팀을 응원했는지 저희 팀을 응원했는지를 알 수는 없지만 아마 저희 팀을 응원했을 거라고 생각을 하고 있고, 그리고 저희 항상 처음에 저희 팀에 왔을 때부터 저는 항상 가족처럼 됐고요. 그리고 아들처럼, 예, 저희 가족처럼 됐고, 어린 나이에 한국으로 와가지고 굉장히 좀 어려움이 있었을 텐데, 그렇기 때문에 저나 선수들이나 모든 스태프들이 잘해주려고 굉장히 노력을 많이 했었고요. 근데 부산에서 너무 안타깝고, 하지만 오늘 경기에서도 굉장히 좀 필리핀 와서 그런지 좋은 얼굴 가지고, 예, 응원한 것 같습니다. 항상 저는 가족처럼 생각하고 있습니다. 너무 고맙게 생각하고 있습니다. 부산이 돌아와서 또 더 좋은 활약을 하리라고 믿고 있습니다.
Because he's from the Philippines, maybe he could have rooted for a Philippine team, but from the start, from the last season when he first came into Korea, because as a young guy and as his first experience in a foreign country, he knows that it's a tough situation for Ren. So from the start, from the head coach and from top to bottom, everybody treat Ren as like a family. And for him, especially, he take care of he try to take care of him like his son. And unfortunately, he's injured, so he's out of the he's taken away from the league team right now. But he knows that he's gonna come back strong.
Yeah, I talked to Renz a lot. I know he was very excited to come back home. He was very excited to see family and also see fans and all of you guys. So he just told me that in the Philippines, Filipinos love basketball. And also I played with 30 Rivera when I was in Japan. And he always talked about the Philippines as well. So I was very excited to come here my first time.
Coach and Robert, you guys have already reached the ESL Final Four. What are your thoughts about that and hopes for that event?
아시다시피 작년에 저희가 챔피언이었었고, 그리고 올 시즌 사실 초반에 부상자들이 너무 많이 나오다 보니까 초반에 저희 자국 리그에서는 좀 어려움을 겪었는데, 이제 4강에 진출한 만큼 또 작년과 같은 성과를 내기 위해서 선수들한테 최선을 다해서 우승할 수 있도록 노력을 하도록 하겠습니다.
Obviously, last season we were the champions of the ESL League, so we are trying to continue those kind of success in this year as well. And we are having a little bit tough situation in the KBL regular season because we have a lot of injured players, but because the injured players are going to come, expected to come back soon, so we are going to do our best to have success in the ESL League.
It's my first experience in EASL. I'm just very excited to see how many people in here, how many people are very excited about it. So I just want to go out, put on a show, help my teammates and my coaches and the organization win.
For Robert and the coaches, when the 24-point lead you had went down to 5 with just roughly 4 minutes left, how did you remind or help the team to stay composed so that you will be able to hold on to the victory?
사실 감독들이 똑같은 얘기를 할 겁니다. 약간 좀 질체가 갈 때도 있지만 서로 굉장히 TNT 선수들도 그렇고 저희 선수들도 만약에 힘든 상황이었기 때문에 좀 격려하고 뭘 해야 될지만 정확히 짚어주고 뭐 그런 식으로 얘기했습니다. 뭐 전술에 대한 것보다는 집중력을 가지고 가자 끝까지 가자고 얘기했습니다.
Most of the coaches are going to be the same. Some of the coaches can try to point something out, but he tried to encourage the players as much as possible, and he told the players try to refocus on the game.
I give credit to Coach. He's very relaxed and calm in those type of situations. He trusts us. He trusts me. He trusts Jimmy, our leaders of the team, and we're very confident in ourselves. And we just went out there and battled possession, and we got the win.
This question is for Robert. Robert, you mentioned earlier that the past few years you played in Japan with 30 and then now you're playing in Korea with Renz. I guess the question is for me is now that you've gotten to play as well the Philippine brand of basketball, what are your first takeaways from it, and what did you see compared to the other leagues?
Apparently, I got a thing for the Filipinos, Filipino players. But you guys love basketball. You can tell it's very prevalent. Even when you're walking through the airport, at the hotel, people know who you are, and that's important. And I think the players are good. I think the players play hard and they want to win. And that's all you guys play.
Any more questions? Okay, these guys, I know they got a flight to catch tonight. So, Coach, thank you very much. Robert, thank you. Thank you everyone for the questions. Thank you. Same drill again, guys. Going to ask the coach and then Ronde for overall thoughts on the game, and then we'll open up the floor to questions from you, coach, please. Your overall thoughts on the game tonight.
Yeah, so obviously we're disappointed. We really wanted to put on a great performance for the home crowd and just give ourselves a chance to progress, give ourselves a chance to work with the Hollis Jefferson brothers longer, more games with them. Unfortunately that hot start by Anyang and that big run at the beginning was too much to overcome at the end. They were shooting. It was a big contrast the way they were shooting and how we were shooting. It's like we were getting the good looks we were getting. Just, we had air balls, missed layups, missed threes, missed free throws. So, and on the other hand, the moment Anyang got open, they knocked it down, and that's a huge credit for them. We adjusted our defense a lot to be able to counteract that. We were able to get a run in, but at the end of the day, we fell short, and we just wish that we could have just shot it better to give ourselves a chance.
Ronde, could we get your overall thoughts on the game tonight?
First, give credit to Anyang. They played well, shot the ball like you said. My man number 19 went 7 for 7, 23, 3 for 5. Jamil 3 for 8. Rob, we did okay on Robert. But yeah, man, shooting the balls at the 3 that well is it's tough. It's tough. You go down big. We're down 19. Now it's a battle. The whole game we got to battle. We got to fight, scratch and claw to get back into the game, and that's tough. That's tough for anybody, no matter if they're Hollis Jefferson brothers or not. It's tough for anybody to come back from that. So they had to lead pretty much. They had to lead the whole game. So we just had our backs against the wall trying to fight. Give credit to our guys too for making that run, coming back, making it a close game. I'm disappointed in myself from the free throw line. It's probably the worst in my career I've shot. Being in your head does that though. So don't worry, I'll shoot some free throws later.
Thank you, Ronde. Okay, questions, please.
Coach, can you talk about that comeback fourth? You managed to get it down to 5 out of the 24-point deficit.
Yeah, like I said, we were able to ramp up the intensity of our defense and really execute our defensive schemes. Internationally, we have, I personally have a lot of experience playing Korean teams, and there's a certain kind of defense you have to play so that you won't give up a barrage of things like that. But that's it's a very big contrast on how you would normally play. here locally. So having that switch in a few days, or them really realizing how much we need to lock in and execute our defense against screening actions is key. So when we started to really dig in and lock into our defensive rules and schemes, we forced into some challenge threes, and that's how we got our run. So it really bought in and dug in and how we wanted to defend things. The run happened, and unfortunately, we weren't able to sustain it or support it with our offense, and that's why we fell short.
Coach, you mentioned wanting to train with the Hollis Jeffersons a little longer. Is there any news on, since they've already wrapped up the conference for the PBA and the EASL, any news on their future with the team?
We have to get through our next conference first. Of course, whenever the opportunity to work with either Hollis Jefferson sibling comes about, then we will definitely grab that opportunity. They're definitely top of the list. Of course, there are a lot of, it can't be a guarantee on how situations might change or whatnot, height limits, rules, or what have you, or, you might see one of them playing somewhere else, or one day might be in the NBA or what have you. So they will always be on top of our list, and we just really wish that we can work together in the future.
And just to follow up on
I
that,
think she was saying, who you picking?
Oh,
Which Hollis Jefferson you picking?
RHJ.
Oh wow. And just to follow up on that, Ronnie, what do you think about your future with TNT? Any interest in trying to play with them again?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I don't know what the future holds. I definitely love to play back in the NBA. That's my #1 goal. But yeah, definitely. If the opportunity presents itself and they want me to come back and things align, then I'll be here. I love these guys.
Okay, thank you.
Only 1 month after that bad fall, how's the neck right now?
I actually hit my neck again during the game. It's better. It's much better. I still feel it, a little bit, but it's way better. Definitely. I'm able to look around now.
For Coach, from the PBA Commissioner's Cup, injuries have always plagued TNT. Even in the EASL in this last game, Calvin and Jason weren't able to play. I guess how big of help will this, short break for you guys to finally have a complete roster heading into the next conference?
That's always the goal, and the idea is games like this will help our team in the long run, especially the All Filipino, giving a lot of run to guys who won't normally get a lot of minutes. Kim Aurin, Glenn Coburtin, all these guys to give Roger Pogoy an opportunity to play at a high level. As you can see, he needs a lot more. He needs to get his legs under him more. He needs to get his rhythm back. And it was very evident in the game. But for him to just play against a high-level team like Anyang would be a great jump start for Roger going into the All Filipino Cup.
Coach, in general, how would you evaluate your conference from PBA to EASL?
It's no secret. It's no secret that this was. Disappointment might be too strong of a word. We fell short of our goals, basically. I really believe that we were better than our record, because every game we were in every game. It's just as a matter of these little things, closing out games, getting the big plays, turn the game around, and just little things here and there. I really believe that there were a lot of distractions and talks about players who are not here. But when you see each game, and I told this to the guys, each game we were there, we were competitive. And we were a lot better than what our record says. And that means that we had enough. So, I believe that we just, instead of focusing on who's not here with us, focus on the guys who are actually there in between the lines and playing and fighting every day. And if we can just get better at that, then things can get around because in every game we were very competitive, and in every game that we played we could have swung either way, and we fell short of our goals. We wanted to go all the way, and we just have to move forward and look ahead to the next one.
What has your optimism heightened up, especially when your dad was announced to be joining to the head coaching staff?
There's a lot of talks, fluctuations in sort of players, coaching staff, and all that. So hopefully, all these things our team will get settled down coming into the next conference, and we can just progress and move forward and get better from there.
Ronde, from playing with your brother to the injuries and the results that followed, how do you sum up the year and the season that was for you with TNT?
First, I want to thank TNT, from top to bottom. Everybody was wonderful. Same as last conference. Sum up my conference, PBA, ESL, personally or as a whole?
Or personally?
Personally, I think, having that kind of momentum boost from the World Cup kind of, I would say, built up my confidence, made me feel, like I really belong and I really can play with the best of the best. So I think just having that mindset, being able to carry it, with the approach, coming to practice and games, trying to be a leader. I know the outcome didn't pan out the way we wanted to, but just having that focus, to chop wood, carry water, it just kind of stuck with me to be that way. And then watching a lot of film, helped me. And hopefully it rubbed off on those guys to kind of lead them into the All-Filipino Conference. So mentally, I feel like, I was focused, I was locked in, and from an outcome standpoint, I feel like we could have done better. I could have done better on a few things, especially talking about the free throws as a whole, like the whole season. I don't think I shot the free throws that well. And they'll tell you I shoot a lot of them in practice. I just been in my head, So from that standpoint, I think I could have done a lot better. I could have been a little bit better on defense. You see me giving my all. I feel like I could have been a little bit better. And yeah, that's how I feel about that overall. I think it was a good season. Could have been better.
Any more questions? If not, we'll wrap it up. Coach Ronde, thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Thank you.